Hello everybody, welcome to the Intermission, the place where two film students discuss classic, iconic and obscure films from times gone by. I am one of those film students, Oscar W. Fitchett. So David Fincher has got a new film out through the release of Netflix, and I've just watched it. And I kind of want to talk about it. I always look forward to a Fincher film. He's a filmmaker that I do keep my eye on a lot, and even though I wouldn't necessarily say he's a top 5 favorite filmmaker of mine, I would say he is one that continuously delivers very interesting and very cool films. I like his attitude towards filmmaking as a whole as well. My initial just general feelings towards Mank is that I like it, but I'm not sure if I fully appreciate it right now. Right off the bat, I have to say the thing that strikes me the most with Mank is it's got gorgeous cinematography. It's interesting because it's very old school style cinematography. Evidently, it's trying to replicate the visual style of Orson Welles, specifically Citizen Kane, and 40s and 30s cinema, and it does that really wonderfully. But it's shot on a red, so it's almost a really cool contrast of mediums and styles. Like the format is modern, but the presentation is nostalgic, vintage, even if you would say. There's really cool ways how the film is shot and how the film's even edited. Like there's the for example, there's the odd times where there's the little blip on the upper right hand side of the screen, which the cigarette burns, which is a nice little touch there. And even there's a segment where things kind of overlap and almost become a bit of a montage. Very similar, which feels very old school film. And even though the film is using old techniques, since those techniques haven't really been done in a while, the film really makes the film feel very fresh and new, which is weird. It's taken old techniques and making them feel real new, which I think that kind of sums Fincher up as a whole. He takes very old school methods, put them in the present, and then it just makes it feel like I'm watching something incredibly fresh and new for this time. The screenplay is written by Jack Fincher, David Fincher's father, who I can't remember the exact details, but I know he passed away decades ago, and this is an old script of his. And the reason why I bring that up is because the script does feel very old school, very pre-21st century. And it's strange because the script has it's almost witty and sharp dialogue, but none of the dialogue is in your face. It's weird. Like, if any other director was handling this script, I think it would come across very... because that's not even true, because Fincher handled The Social Network, and that was very snappy and sharp. But even then, I don't know, because I think the thing with this script is that the style of the film was very methodical and very traditional. Do you know what my instant thought about this film is? And it's the screenplay of the film that is the main attachment to my feelings of the film overall. I appreciate it, and I don't feel like I'm smart enough to fully get it on the first go. And it's not like it's not like Tenet in the sense like, well, you need to just be more clever to understand it. It's more like the film goes at such a pace. It's this weird juxtaposition where the film is slow, but also quick. It's almost like I'm reading a very detailed textbook in the sense of I can see the words and I can understand what the words mean. I can understand what the words are saying, but I'm not quite putting together what they mean. And I think that's what my overall feeling of Mank is. I understand what I'm being told. I get everything that's happening on screen, but I don't think I quite register the point that is made with it all. I think I was expecting the film to be more about the making of the writing of Citizen Kane, because that's how the film is kind of pitched, is that I thought the film was literally going to be about, this is how Citizen Kane was written. But it's more of a character study on Herman J. Mankiewicz, which is where I think repeat viewings will really benefit. Time and repeat viewings will really benefit this film for me. I remember being 15 and watching The Social Network and liking it, but not really being into it. And then I rewatched The Social Network for a second time in 2014 in anticipation for Gone Girl when I was 19. And I remember just really hooking on to The Social Network when I was 19. And since I'm in my 20s, I watch The Social Network and I feel like I connect more to it and I understand what the film is saying a lot more. And I think that might be a similar thing with Mank. I don't think I quite latch on to what the film is trying to say. But I might get to my 30s and then everything will just click with Mank. And there's moments in this film which I do love. I do relate to, should I say. With the character of Herman J. Mankiewicz. In the credits, discovered it was edited on Adobe Premiere Pro, which I think is another reason why Fincher's one of my favorite filmmakers. Because he just does these things that's like... He kind of takes things that almost get looked down upon by certain film snobbery, and he's like, nah, you can still make a film perfectly fine with these things. Like, certain people might look down, like, it's like people look down at digital. It's like, this is amateurish. And he's like, I've clearly made films that look gorgeous, look sensational, and they are digital. And he's done the same thing because Gone Girl was also edited on Premiere Pro. And also people could maybe look at Premiere Pro and be like, that's amateurish, that's not even really anything, that's not professional. And yet here he is using that to make a film that is on Netflix right now and seems to be one of the major favorites for Best Picture. I'm definitely going to be revisiting Mank in the future because I think this film, like a fine wine, will age wonderfully. So that is my initial thoughts on Fincher's Mank. Thank you for watching this, everyone. If you're curious about anything involving the Intermission, you can go into the links in the description where you'll find the Intermission's Instagram account and also the Instagram link to the other host of the Intermission, Robbie Tweedale. And additionally, I swear, one last thing, I'm going to leave a link in the description below for his short film, Bear Hug, which he made for university. And give it all the love and support. Thank you, everybody. I still don't know how to end these. Usually ends with Robbie and I doing something silly. So I'm going to end this now while having a sip of tea.